Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, the Ghostbusters ECTO-1 1984 Plasma Series 1/118 scale vehicle. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're gonna actually try something new, and this is Ghostbusters. This is gonna be our first Ghostbusters review, believe it or not. And I'll tell you why we got this after we explain what it is. So this is the Hasbro Ghostbusters ECTO-1 1984 Plasma Series 1/118 scale vehicle. So this is basically, you know, from the original 1984 Ghostbusters movie. This was the ambulance that Ray bought, and they souped it up and made their little ghost calling vehicle. So I was wandering through GameStop, and I looked over and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I changed my mind. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it. Walked out of the store and actually turned around and walked back in and got it. Just because I am curious to see how it scales with some figures. And we're gonna actually check that out during this video. But we're gonna go ahead and go over the box here. So here you have a picture of the ECTO-1, you know, coming out of the firehouse in New York. You got another picture right down here, 1/118 scale, Ghostbusters, ECTO-1, kind of like a patch, almost like the Ghostbusters patch that they wear on their jumpsuits. Top of the box shows ECTO-1, Ghostbuster symbol, Ghostbusters ECTO-1. The sides, you have ECTO-1 coming out of the firehouse. This side, you have the back. On the bottom, you got your UPC, a couple includes, you know, vehicle and 9 pieces there. All the rest is black. Flip around to the back, and you have a few more shots of, you know, the doors opening. I guess the proton pack stretcher coming out, and you have your little GM hologram right here. So pretty neat. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and pop it open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. All right, so very curious about this. Very, very curious indeed. I was looking on Hasbro Pulse when, you know, it went up for sale. If I remember right, it was available immediately, which was kind of cool. But after seeing this in person, well, the box anyway, I was like, you know what? Let's get it and check it out. Crap. But I mainly got it because I want to scale it with some figures. You know me, I'm mostly into G.I. Joe, and I want to see how well that they fit with them. Not necessarily, you know, the O-ring figures, but I'm going to try all of them and see how it works. So here's your little cardboard dungeon, and this thing is all kinds of strapped in. So I'm just going to take our nail cutter back out, and I'm just going to cut these as opposed to, you know, messing with all of it. Quite a lot to try to get that out. This box right here. We got a whole bunch of accessories that we'll go over. And now let's pull out the car. Let's put that out the way. And here it is. That's pretty cool looking. Definitely old school. Definitely nostalgic. So very neat. For some reason I was thinking this would be metal, but no, it's totally plastic. Let me see. I think the hood comes up. That would be nice if it did. And you could have somebody working on it. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to try this with a diorama or just have it sitting, you know, gathering dust, you know, like just with some other stuff. But pretty neat. Got a bunch of stuff in the back that you can see. Let's go ahead and open this door up. So got some detail on the inside of that door. Got a bunch of boxes with switches in here and all this crazy stuff, little monitor in there, some stuff in the back. Come over to the side here, pop this open. There we go. You got 2 extra seats. Go to the passenger side. Looks pretty good. Look, it's got a lot of leg room. You got a police scanner up in there. Come back around here. This little spotlight here. There's your mirror. These doors are definitely tricky to get into. There's the driver's side. You got your steering wheel, and it doesn't appear to turn. It's pretty neat. Look at the top. There's your lights. It's got a couple of holes so you can plug some stuff into. Look at the bottom. You got your mufflers and all that good stuff. So all right, let's see. Wheel's pretty good, not bad at all. Let's go ahead and go over the contents in here. It looks like a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't see a direction sheet, but it's okay. I don't think we need it. We'll simply look at the box and kind of figure out where stuff goes. All right, so here is the, I guess you want to call this luggage rack with all the extra stuff on it. I don't know what is called what, but there's a bunch up here. There's some extra lights. There's the siren horn itself. Pretty cool. I guess we'll see if we can pop that on. So we just take these tabs right here, plug them in like that. So pretty neat. You got these blue tubes right here. So let me see, looking at the picture, looks like this should plug in right here. Like that. And then up on the top, let's shut the door so we don't break it off. You got these two holes right there. So we'll take one, stick it in there, and the other right there. So cool. All right, here's your antennas. So let me see. Well, just one antenna currently. There's a few others, but gotta figure out where they all go. How many do you have here? We got 3. So I'm gonna think this one probably goes on the front. So we'll just plug that in to the spot right here. Like that. Give it a little bit of a twist. So that's one. And then it looks like we got one on the side. Got this one right here. That will plug in like that. And it should kind of sit up here. Just, looking at the box, that's how it kind of looks. So hopefully that's right. Spin it around this side, and you have this other one with a different type of I guess peg right here. And we're going to plug it in right here, so that goes there. You got this other little peg coming off that you're gonna plug into that top right there. All right, whole bunch of stuff on here, man. It's crazy. We're going to go back to the top of the vehicle, and you have this little red, I don't know if it's supposed to be a hose or what, but I'm just going to pop that right to the top. And this other piece right here. And it looks like this is going to go on the corner right there. See that corner spot? You just pop it in right there. As for this, we're going to plug it in right there. And then we have a little ladder. So there's another kind of opening right here on the side. And we're going to take that ladder and plug it on in right there. And that's what we got. Checking out these doors real quick, how they're open. This was actually coming out, so you can pull it out and slide it to give your figures, some easier access to get in, it looks like, which is pretty cool. You kind of extend out, see that? That's pretty neat. Moving around to the back, get that shut. And here's our little proton pack stretcher. So this does not come with any, but I know that them figures do. So see how this will look. I guess you would just place you know, each of them on there. And it looks like if you tried, you could actually, you know, unpop these and you would have a simple stretcher, but it does have them pieces already, you know, built onto, I guess, the surface itself. So couldn't lay anyone on there if you wanted to. But it's got some little wheels on it, so you know, you just doing a running start, pop it right up into the back, and it doesn't look like there's anywhere for it to hook onto inside, so it's probably banging around and everything. But that's all right. I don't plan on really using it for that. And we'll shut that back up, and there it is. That is the ECTO-1 1984. So pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and try it out with some figures. I don't have the Ghostbuster O-rings, but I do have a couple of G.I. Joes here. So we have Crystal Ball and Captain Gridiron. So I want to see how they fit. So if you were to just, you know, bend the figure, pop him in, see how well he fits. This Captain Gridiron does have some pieces coming off of his thigh, you know, that would hold his gun. There's inside the driver's seat, you know, with 3 3/4 O-ring G.I. Joe, and he seems to fit pretty good. The steering wheel is pressed down, you know, on his lap pretty hard, so I'm not really feeling that. It's not really a good sign, and it doesn't look like this is going to come out or, you know, adjust at all to try to fit them. So we'll go ahead and try Crystal Ball and see how he fits. He doesn't have that piece, and it might, you know, work a little better against his thighs, but I'm kind of doubting it. So we'll just he's in there, and he sits a little bit better, but it's that steering wheel is still tight. Maybe it's supposed to be so it can hold the figure in place. But let's close that up. Crystal Ball is going to be our driver, so that's pretty hilarious. We'll come over to the side, and we'll try Gridiron again in the passenger seat. And bent his head some. He's in. So you got 2 Joes in there. Take him back out and see how they fit in the back. So open that up, and then I guess you would have to bend his legs, you know, at a complete angle like that, and set him in. He's 2 of them will not sit forward, I'll tell you that now. This space is too small. But to give you an idea, you see his legs are pretty much right against the other seat, so you could probably just do one or another. You know, you can't put 2 back there, it looks like. Try it on this side. Ugh, a little tight. Nah, if you want to put him in like that, it'll fit, but I can't get him to turn to the side. His head doesn't want to allow it. That's all right, we're just going to take him back out. We're going to come back around to the driver's side, and we're going to take our Crystal Ball out. And now, my main curiosity is I wanted to try this with some modern Joes and see how they fit. So we got a little trio here, a few modern figures. You know, we have a retro collection Duke, Baroness, and a 30th anniversary Snake Eyes. This is from the Renegades, so I'm thinking he might fit the best due to his articulation, but I'm also not holding my breath that he won't fit in there after seeing the vintage Joes go in, but he might. It looks like there'd be plenty of leg room for his leg to go straight, but getting around the steering wheel is my issue. So I'm trying to get that hand. I don't want to break anything, so I don't want to force it in there. Oh, he's got that thing on his back. Oops. So maybe he would fit if that wasn't on there. He'd fit a lot better. But with that, you know, belt sheath on, he fits a little goofy. But he does fit. And there is headroom, so that's cool. Now, as for Duke, Duke does have this little cross harness on. So we're just going to kind of fold his arms up, if you will, if they won't pop off. And try him. His legs might be a little more easier, and there's nothing on his back besides that harness. And if we kind of bend the legs a little bit, kind of cram him in there, was he going to fit? I thought Duke would be an easier fit, but no, he's pretty jammed up in there, so not cool. Let's go ahead and get him back out. And now Baroness, she's thin, you know, so she shouldn't be an issue at all. So if we slide her up in there. There you go. Female figure will fit just fine. Still got plenty of leg room. Butt comes up off the seat a bit, but no big deal. And she's even got head space you can see through. So that's neat. I'm gonna take her back out. Shut that door up, spin her back around, and we're gonna try our Baroness in the back seat just to see how she fits on those seats. Knowing that the vintage figures didn't fit well, I'm not expecting these to fit really at all. So yeah, I can't put her legs straight in front of the other chair. So yeah, I can't put her feet right in front of the other seat, but I can fit her in there. She's kind of crooked, but she is in. And for the hell of it, I'm going to try the Snake Eyes. I'm not even going to attempt Duke. But, you know, you could probably do this. Legs straight up. Prop this feet up. Something like that. See if the door will shut. Not quite. There we go. Yeah, it will shut. Okay. Duke will fit better in a passenger seat. Still a little off. Doesn't make sense, but you figure they should fit. He's like way up in that seat. Kind of holding on. Just kind of got that, oh shit, hang on, you know. Pretty neat. Close it back up. And we could just have Baroness be our driver for this. So we can fit all three of them in there, but it's awkward fit for modern figures, that's for sure. So maybe just for nostalgia or show, I'll put them with maybe the Zombie Initiative, you know, set diorama once we have it done. And it might look pretty neat in there. You know, maybe you had Ghostbusters roll up on some zombies and they didn't realize what they were dealing with and they all got wiped out. But either way. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and give you a couple vehicle comparisons. Here's ECTO-1 scaled with a G.I. Joe vintage ferret. Here's ECTO-1 scaled with a Transformers movie, Elita 1. And here is ECTO-1 scaled with a G.I. Joe Retro Collection, His 3. Alright, so there was a few comparisons for you. And now we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with some final thoughts.
The real Ghostbusters will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
Alright, so here is the Ghostbusters ECTO-1 1984 Plasma Series 1/118 scale vehicle from Hasbro. It's pretty cool. I mean, overall it is definitely neat, it's definitely nostalgic, and it's definitely a collectible. So it's really cool. It has lots of, you know, all the working doors. It has tons of, you know, gear up onto the top rack. You got that proton pack stretcher on the inside, all kind of, you know, gadgets and gizmos, you know, running throughout the entire back of it. You get the extra antennas, lights galore all over it. It's pretty cool. I think one of my main concerns is just the space and size. You know, we did try it with the vintage G.I. Joe O-ring figures, and it looks like that the O-ring Ghostbusters that they have for it will fit just fine. So I'm likely going to have to pick them up and put them with it, you know, just because. I don't think I'm going to use this for a G.I. Joe display. I think I'm just going to get the Ghostbusters and have it, you know, in its own section on a shelf, because I think it's cool. It's definitely neat, and brings back a lot of memories. You know, I had fun watching the movie when I was a kid, and I don't know, it always had a place for me, and I just think getting this is really neat. But yeah, so overall, I mean, if you want to spend the $60, you know, go ahead and grab it. Actually, it's sold out, and if you can find it, or you know, you pay a little bit more, you know, if you were to buy it on eBay or Mercari or something like that. But it's cool. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, go out of my way to get one of these. You know, I'm not a real Ghostbuster collector, so I mean, I'm not a diehard fan, and I'm sure the diehard fans already got theirs. But I figured I'd come across it, and I just picked it up, and here it is. I'm pretty happy with it, but I think it could do a little better. But then again, I'm trying to put G.I. Joes in it, and it's not G.I. Joe, so That's just me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.